Good afternoon. This is World Rocket here. I am making this video from Saitama, Japan, and it's now been exactly just over 11 months since I first came to Japan. There have been a lot of changes since then, and that this is a very monumental and very important achievement and milestone, even as I know that time is a human construct and that the absorption and the enjoyment of the present moment is of the prime importance as human beings. However, today I want to talk to you about the fourth in my Heart of Virtues series, which will be about staying motivated. I will make a separate video about the 11 months milestone since I came to Japan, because this will probably be one of the last videos that I make from Japan about this topic. I may have only a few more opportunities to do so, because after about 3 weeks I will be vacating this apartment, and after 4 weeks I'll be leaving Japan. So as the changes come thick and fast, and as life continues to move and progress, and our situation changes and our hearts change and our priorities change, you know, all the events and the circumstances around us also begin to change. So I'll come to that in another video. For this video, I'm very excited to talk to you about a very important topic in my life, and that's staying motivated. Now, motivation is really, when we look at motivation, what we're really talking about here is the energy and the interest and the heart to pursue what is most important to us, to pursue what is most important to our hearts, and to do so consistently, honestly, day in, day out, you know, without even thinking about it much, staying motivated. But very often we have an interest, we have a passion, and we spend some time following through on it, building it, spending time on making sure it's just right, but we don't follow through on it. Things get us off track, you know. The world is an interesting, fascinating and complex place with many things going on, and it's pulling us in all kinds of directions. So in the midst of that chaos, with so many different enticing and inciting things pulling us in different directions, how do we stay motivated? How do we stay focused on our heart's true purpose? Now, there are many ways successful people have achieved this over the years, and I think one of the things which has helped me achieve anything I set my mind to, whether it's traveling to Japan, having a new experience, or becoming a raw vegan, or spending more time communicating with people who inspire me, whether it's friends or family, or fellow vegans, or fellow activists, or doing anything in this world, the one thing that has helped me immeasurably a great deal is just to meditate, is just to spend time really sitting and focusing on my heart and what feels most right to my heart. You know, for example, I've recently been doing a lot of inner work, trying to find guidance on where I should be going next after leaving Japan. And this is something which is not very clear to me, not because I had not been meditating, but actually for the precisely opposite reason, because I had allowed myself to get allowed myself to believe in the myth that I'm busy all the time and that I have no time. But then when I stopped and realized that, wait, you know, I have time to do all these things, I have time to go to work, I have time to fulfill a contract that I myself chose to sign 1 year ago. If I have time to do all of these things, as important as they are, I also have time to do things which are equally as important to me, and that's listening to that guiding voice. So meditation is very important in finding the energy and the drive to stay motivated. By spending just 10-15 minutes every day meditating on something, allowing thoughts to pass through us, but then really kind of feeling where in our body certain thoughts and certain confusions emanate from, and then pointing questions to yourself, asking like, what is right for me right now? What is the path that's true for me. And to let your body do the answering. Your brain, of course, will continue to fire thoughts and different suggestions at you, just like the world does, you know. The brain, the mind, is a mirror of the world. It's complex and it consists of different thoughts. But the heart is more ancient, it's more wise. The heart will give you a kind of answer that's not, that kind of goes, that's much more basic and simple than any opinion or belief system or any kind of any articulation in words. It's more basic than that. And if you listen to it, it will just give you a kind of energy, a silent signal. If you if you focus, if you ask it a question and you just allow yourself to focus on it, it'll give you a kind of silent pull, and then without you even realizing it, without even needing to think about it, you will kind of just know. You know, the universe is really intelligent, and your heart is really intelligent, because your heart is basically your connection to the universal field of energy that we all share in. And just by listening to what it wants and where it needs to be, you will achieve so much. I have recently, in the past 2-3 days, begun to experience major breakthroughs just because I'm finally giving myself time to wake up earlier, meditate, do yoga, and really sit and listen and ask myself pointed questions, and it's becoming clearer and clearer. So that's how I've achieved sort of motivation, and more now I'm making videos like this. I'm sharing more on my Wild Rocket Health portal. I'm talking more to friends and family. I'm communicating more in English and Arabic, you know, in my mother tongue, in my educated tongue. But by doing more of these things, by doing all of these things, they have all been a direct consequence of listening more to my heart and taking more silent time. By doing this, your body also tells you what it needs nutritionally. It tells you what kind of foods are best, and also what quantities to eat and what time of the day. For example, now more and more, I've always known this, but now putting it into practice, not eating 4 hours before sleeping, and starting the day off with liquids and incorporating simpler fruits during the holidays, and then maybe something like avocado when it's a bit colder. Just doing these simple kind of, following these kind of ancient but very basic elementary principles, I begin to achieve more energy and motivation to do the things which are important to me. So this is Staying Motivated. This has been the 4th installment of my Heart of Virtue series. Another great video, another great inspiring topic, another wonderful session enjoyed here, expressing something which is very near and dear to me. And I'm very much looking forward to the next forthcoming video, the 5th installment, which will be revealed very shortly. You saw me glance there. Things are afoot, things are afoot. This has been Wild Rocket here with you from Saitama, Japan. God bless you all, and until the next video, stay empowered.